Yeah, this is the house, guys. Right here. Oh, I don't think I can open this. There's nothing over there anyway. Just some tea and... What was that, dude? Hello? Hello?
Exploring an abandoned building is unsettling, but venturing into a derelict hospital at night is a whole different level of terror. What happens when the echoes of the past refuse to stay silent? Tonight, we're delving into a truly disturbing nighttime investigation. These events will make you question what truly lingers in the dark long after the living have gone. But before we dive into the first encounter, don't forget to subscribe. Many of you watching aren't subscribed yet, and your support is what keeps us bringing you more of this disturbing content. Meet Chad, the fearless creator behind the YouTube channel of the same name. Through his videos, Chad takes his audience into the heart of decaying and forgotten locations, seeking evidence of the paranormal. From eerie asylums to forgotten homes, his adventures document the strange and unexplained. With his straightforward, unfiltered approach, Chad captures raw moments of fear, but on one particular night, he and his friend Michael would discover just how active and menacing a location can truly be. Chad and his friend Michael arrived at a sprawling, abandoned hospital complex in New York, having secured special permission for a nighttime investigation. Ready to uncover the secrets held within its decaying walls, Chad began documenting their journey into the first building, a former patient ward.
Nighttime hospital adventure. I'm coming to you from an abandoned hospital out in New York. I'm not giving away any locations, but we have special access to this hospital tonight, so we will not run into anybody else. I have Michael with me.
What's up, guys?
Mr. Bowers came along, got us permission to come in, so we're gonna check it out. All right, here we go, guys. We're walking into building number 1. I believe this was a patient building. So we'll see like beds and stuff in here.
The atmosphere was immediately heavy, filled with old, rustic wooden beds that once held countless patients. As they looked around, the weight of the building's history began to settle in, but they had no idea they were not alone.
Oh boy. What are these? This is made of all wood. This is what they were sleeping on. This was an old, like a children's hospital at one point, and then they changed it to an adult hospital. So it was both. It was both for a period of time.
As Chad ventured deeper, he was stopped in his tracks by a strange noise. It sounded like shuffling, but he couldn't pinpoint the source. The sound put him on high alert, creating a palpable sense of being watched.
Just some Christmas stuff, teddy bears and whatnot. I wasn't sure if the bright light was messing you up. Is that you?
What'd you hear?
Like a shuffling sound? Hello? I heard a shuffling sound. Band-aids and first aid equipment. Yeah, this is like nurse's station back here.
The medication room or something?
Yeah, they got stuff over here. Psychiatric or psychotropic forms, THE forms, medication restraint. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Their exploration led them to a padded seclusion room, a grim reminder of the building's psychiatric past. It was here that the investigation took a deeply personal turn. While using a spirit box, Chad turned to leave the room when a clear, disembodied voice came through the device with a single chilling command.
Stay. Did I just say stay?
Stay? You want me to
I was literally I was one step down the stairs.
stay? You want me to stay in the room? It says stay. As soon as I was leaving the room, it said stay.
I was leaving the dorm.
Now it says seat, like take a seat.
Well, I was sitting in the seat up here a minute ago.
That's so weird. As soon as I went to leave this room, it told me to stay.
Undeterred, they continued down a long, dark hallway that Chad remembered being incredibly active from a previous visit years ago. As he recalled past experiences of hearing children's footsteps, the spirit box suddenly delivered a terrifying string of words hinting at a much darker history within these walls.
I remember this. I definitely remember this, dude. When we were here years and years ago, before I started doing YouTube, this was the hallway. So what happened was...
Sacrifice. Gasp.
Oh my God. Think about that for a sec. Hang, sacrifice, and gasp. So if they hang you, you're most likely gasping for air. Who are you? Anne! Is it still Anne or is it somebody else?
A moment later, his worst fears were realized. The distinct sound of footsteps materialized directly behind him, but when he turned, no one was there. An overwhelming feeling of dread washed over him as he realized a presence was now making itself known. They moved on to the second building, where the owner had warned them about a particularly creepy basement. Michael went ahead, but quickly returned, visibly shaken. He claimed to have heard a loud, low-pitched male voice emerge from the darkness of a back corner, a voice so clear it made him freeze in his tracks.
But that's cool. There's no year on it, I don't think. Nope. What happened? You heard a voice?
Low voice. Like he made me freeze when I got close.
You heard a voice?
Oh, 100%. Very low. Male voice.
Over here?
It made me freeze. Yeah, it was that loud.
In here?
Yep. I'm following you. Dude, something. It sounded like a voice that way.
Back here?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm following you.
That made me freeze in my fucking freaking steps.
You just gotta duck because all this...
There's spider webs everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna get low.
We stay here.
You're gonna... Oh, this is just a corner.
Is it? There's no way.
Whew.
While Michael stepped outside for air, Chad decided to investigate the basement alone. He could feel a palpable energy shift and began hearing faint movements in the shadows around him. The feeling of being watched intensified, leaving him with an unshakable sense of dread.
Dude, I just heard something.
Farmers.
I just heard something walking right there. Why don't you go near the motion sensor? Dude, I'm feeling... You know how I know it's legit? You can feel a different energy. I got the freaking chills right now, man. That's how I know I can feel something. I can feel you down here with me. I can feel you. And I can hear you. I can hear you moving around.
As Chad went to retrieve a piece of equipment he'd left behind, his Ovilus device, which translates environmental energy into words, suddenly shouted a direct threat. The message was clear and hostile, warning him of a violent consequence if he proceeded.
I'm gonna grab my motion sensor because it never went off.
Right. Assault.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Assault? Who, me? You gonna assault me? All I want to do is go in there and get my damn motion sensor. You gonna assault me?
After retreating from the basement, Chad explored the building's upper floor, finding an old kitchen. As he looked through a cabinet, a sudden explosive bang echoed from another room, sounding exactly like a wooden door being slammed shut. He rushed to investigate, but found all the doors were already open.
Oh, I don't think I can open this. There's nothing over there anyway. It's just some tea and... What was that, dude? Dude, I swear to God. I heard something. Something's following me, dude. Are you following me around? Look at this little office area here. This is pretty. Whoa! Whoa! You guys heard that, right? You guys heard that, right? You guys heard that, right? Hello? You heard that. I was standing alone in that room, and then it sounded like a cabinet or like a door closed. There's no one in. Mike's not in here.
Although Chad and Michael left the property without being harmed, the night's events left a lasting impression. Who was the male voice in the basement? What entity was following Chad's every move, threatening assault and slamming doors to make its presence known? The hospital holds its secrets tightly, but that night, it offered a terrifying glimpse into the tormented spirits that still walk its halls. One thing is for sure, they won't be forgetting this investigation anytime soon. Venturing into an abandoned building can be a thrill, but what happens when the decay and silence are broken by something that suggests you aren't alone? Tonight, we're exploring a terrifying visit to a derelict house that will make you question what lurks in the shadows. Meet Grant, the creator behind the YouTube channel MN Outdoors. Through his videos, he and his friend Jake document their journeys into forgotten and decaying structures, seeking out the thrill of the unknown hidden within crumbling walls. From old farmhouses to forgotten businesses, their adventures capture the eerie beauty of abandoned places. But on this particular day, they would step into a house that felt actively hostile, pushing their courage to the absolute limit. The video begins with Grant and Jake cautiously entering the decrepit building, which immediately strikes them as sketchy and possibly fire damage.
Looks like it got burned down or something.
Don't break through this wall. The main floor.
Hello? Bro, it's sketchy in here.
I know.
As they begin their sweep of the first floor, the oppressive silence is suddenly shattered by a loud, shocking noise from somewhere within the house.
Here it is. Oh, jeez.
What was that?
You heard that?
Yeah?
What was that?
Both explorers freeze, their initial thrill turning to genuine fear as they try to comprehend the source of the sound, realizing they may have stumbled into something far more unnerving than an empty building.
Hello? Guys, this is creepy.
There were some weird ass sounds in here.
Yeah, if you guys heard that first one. Yeah?
What?
Look at that.
What?
Oh my gosh, it's a chair.
There's probably animals.
But there has to be I think there's a basement here.
Despite their growing unease, they decide to venture upstairs. They are immediately greeted by a scene of absolute squalor, with animal droppings covering nearly every surface. The state of the rooms makes it clear that countless creatures have claimed this house, but the sheer filth adds a disturbing layer to the already tense atmosphere. The unstable floors creak under every step, threatening to give way as they navigate the debris-filled rooms, one of which has a large gaping hole in the ceiling. Their search eventually leads them back downstairs, where they discover a hole in the floor. Peering inside, they realize it's an entrance to a dark, ominous basement, a classic staple of horror they now have to confront.
Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a giant basement. A little crawl space underneath.
Yeah, I think that's just a hole. Oh shit, that scared the fuck.
I just like fell through something. Oh my
That
god.
is the basement! No way.
Yeah, it's not.
Look in here. That's the freaking basement. Let's go.
Dude.
Just as this unsettling discovery sinks in, they spot a dead raccoon just outside a window, a grim sight that feels like a warning about the darkness that awaits them below.
There's a car. Oh, there's a raccoon right there!
Oh my god, guys.
Oh my god, there's a car.
Yeah, guys, this is getting pretty sketchy here.
Do you see that
There's a dead raccoon right outside of this.
Oh my god.
So scary.
Gathering their courage, they descend the rickety, unstable steps. The basement is even more sinister up close, featuring strange, hand-built sections that look unsettlingly out of place.
Alright guys, the battery just died on my camera and we just got down the steps. Look how sketchy the steps were. So yeah, the camera just died and we, like I said, we just got downstairs here.
Pretty sketchy.
Look at it.
Ground's coming up.
Look at that.
Super
What the
old.
hell? Sorry
Yeah.
guys for my swearing, I'll probably bleep it out. Look at this. Look at this. There's a back room, bro. That's hand built. Look at that.
I know.
What the?
Any salt in there?
Ew.
Oh wow, there is. Oh, there's a truck or a car.
What? I wonder what this was for.
Who knows?
There's like another faucet thing in there. Look at that.
Jeez.
Oh, there's a hole back there.
Yeah,
The bizarre construction, including what appears to be a trapdoor, leads them to a chilling conclusion. This basement might have been designed to keep people in, not just to support the house above.
Look at, like, you know what? It's just so creepy to think, like, what if, like, they kept people down here? Because, like, that door,
they actually could have.
like, looks like a trapdoor. This one leading downstairs. And then that one is hand-built. That's just creepy.
Yeah,
And, like, you have to, like, duck going up this.
true.
And there's so much raccoon shit. Look at that! Like I said, if you guys don't want to see poop, don't look at that.
Yeah. They probably sit all over in
I
here.
want to see the expiration date on this though.
Yeah, pick it up. Just bring it up there.
After finding a vintage beer can, a strange relic from a forgotten time, Grant and Jake wisely decide their journey into this house is over. They ascend from the darkness and immediately leave the property, but the feeling of dread lingers. What secrets was that house holding? And what or who made that sound when they first arrived? Some places are abandoned for a reason, their histories stained by events we can only guess at. Grant and Jake were lucky to only encounter unsettling sounds and a deeply creepy atmosphere. It's a stark reminder that when you step into a forgotten place, you're stepping into the unknown, and you never know what's waiting for you in the darkness below. Cemeteries are final resting places, silent cities of the dead, but some are abandoned, left for nature to reclaim, and hold secrets far more disturbing than overgrown tombstones. Tonight, we journey into a forgotten necropolis where one explorer uncovered a horrifying truth hidden just beneath the surface. This discovery will make you question what truly lies in the quiet ground below. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Grave Visitations. He travels the world to document the beautiful and often melancholic decay of forgotten locations, bringing their silent stories back to life. On this day, he found himself in a vast abandoned cemetery in Belgium, a place with a haunting atmosphere reminiscent of London's infamous Highgate Cemetery. As he began his walk, he was immediately struck by the beauty of the decay. Ornate tombs with broken glass and porcelain flowers peeking out from within, nature slowly wrapping its arms around everything. As the explorer navigated the winding, overgrown pathways, he began to notice a deeply personal and unsettling detail on some of the graves, old, faded photographs of the deceased.
And there is a few graves here with these photos on them. Look at the old pictures. I think that guy is in a military uniform on the right there. There's a boy here like in a sailor's uniform with his glasses on. And an old lady on that picture on the headstone. Haunting looking photograph, look at that.
These haunting black and white portraits stared back at him from another time. A young man in a sailor's uniform, an old woman with a stern gaze, and a little girl whose image had almost completely faded away. These faces transformed the crumbling stones into intimate memorials, making the sense of loss and abandonment feel profoundly real. His exploration took an even darker turn when he stumbled upon something far more significant than a single grave. Hidden away in one section of the cemetery was the entrance to an old underground crypt.
In this section, this is an old underground crypt that you see here, and there's 800 people buried below here, and they're all from the Jewish community. And there's a fence there, but I'm hoping I can get down there to show you a look at the old underground crypt. Look how far that goes down. Wow, that is crazy, guys.
These haunting black and white portraits stared back at him from another time. A young man in a sailor's uniform, an old woman with a stern gaze, and a little girl whose image had almost completely faded away. These faces transformed the crumbling stones into intimate memorials, making the sense of loss and abandonment feel profoundly real. His exploration took an even darker turn when he stumbled upon something far more significant than a single grave. Hidden away in one section of the cemetery was the entrance to an old underground crypt.
So this goes all the way under the cemetery. There's coffins in here. Oh no, a little baby's coffin. How sad. Little baby's lead coffin. They all look like they're little babies. There's more there, look at that. Whoa, look at all this. A huge lead coffin. And bones. More in there. Wow, this is crazy.
Deeper in, coffins had fallen from their niches, splintered and broken, their wooden remains and even human bones scattered across the floor. The horrifying climax of his discovery came when his light fell upon a human hip bone lying starkly among the debris. The reality of his surroundings crashed down on him. He was not just in a tomb, he was in a desecrated grave. A palpable sense of dread and panic took hold of the creator. This was no longer an exploration, it was a violation, and the feeling of being an intruder in this sacred, disturbed space was overwhelming. Stating that the place was too creepy, he knew he had to get out immediately.
Yikes, I don't believe it. A hip bone, look at that. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, it's creepy down here, guys. Oh, I need to get out. I need to get out of here. I'm going back out, guys. Oh, that was something else. Really was. I'm going back up here, look at this. Back up. Oh, I must have nearly fell here 2 times already. It's dangerous.
He scrambled back toward the light, nearly tripping several times on the treacherous ground, his mind reeling from the sight of human remains left so disrespectfully exposed. He emerged back into the sunlight, but the darkness of the crypt lingered. Though he left the crypt behind, the images of what he saw were burned into his memory. A place meant for eternal rest had become a scene of decay and desecration. One has to wonder what stories lie with the 800 souls trapped in that darkness, their final peace so utterly disturbed. The sight of bones, a stark reminder of our own mortality, is something no explorer can ever truly prepare for. Some places should remain untouched, their secrets left buried. While curiosity drives explorers to uncover the past, sometimes the past reveals horrors that are better left forgotten. The abandoned cemetery in Belgium holds more than just graves. It holds a chilling testament to what happens when a final resting place is forsaken. One thing is certain, he won't be forgetting his descent into that underground world anytime soon. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts about these encounters in the comments below.